Bill coming back again, having some more issues with what's going on with Tempest under Project Mindscape that I'm going through right now, and it's really frustrating being hit with encoding right now. A lot of slides and images are hitting me, and it's very frustrating because I have to deal with it, the encoding and the messages that are coming through, and they're either my magnetic field is going through my smart meter and they're tapping into my smart meter, or it's coming through the phone. But I need to go through something here about some of these events that are happening, and they're getting to be more and more, the encoding is getting worse, and I'm decoding these slides off and on all day, and it just keeps going. At nighttime when I rest, they get really powerful, and I have to share something that happened to me the other day. I went in just to go get some food. I actually had a thought that I was hungry. I don't know if anybody got that feeling ever. You know, you think of some food or something, but they made me think about fish for some reason and French fries. So, get out of nowhere, you just get that feeling you want some food. I don't know how to describe it. You're hungry. But you're laying there and you see, picturing having that sandwich, and they just pushed that food on me somehow. This fish sandwich. I wanted fish and French fries. It just pushes it. Sounds funny. So I'm laying there, and then I'm going to get some food. I decide I'm going to get up. I'm going to walk. I got my money. I'm going to go to the store, but it just doesn't feel right for some reason. Don't have how to explain it. And this happens on all occasions. It can happen an hour in advance or 2 hours. The urge happens. I'll see the slides pertaining to the event that I have to do whatever the event says. So I'll go do what the event is and take care of the event. So I'm going to the store to buy food, but it just feels so different. All these events all feel different. Sometimes I can interact with things around me when I'm doing the first event. The slide has nothing to do with the event in terms of it doesn't happen the same way. It's just different. I'm going to get food. It just feels different. Can't explain it. Things feel so at ease. I don't think of what's happening when it happens. I just act it out. So I'm going to the store to get a fish sandwich. And as I'm going to get the fish sandwich, I notice I don't think of it, but it just happens. Everything feels so simple. And I don't smell food when I'm in there for some reason. Even though they're cooking, I don't smell food. I can't feel things. Things just don't feel real to me when I do it the first time. And then I went back home. I had walking back with my fish sandwich and my French fries, and I'm eating my French fries on the way home. As I'm walking back, I don't taste the food at all for some fucking reason. I can't taste it. I'm walking back home, and I ate my fish sandwich when I got home. And then I just went, not to sleep, just went to lay down for an hour. And then the slide comes in again over something else. Another slide comes in, something else comes up. It might be pertaining to whatever, it just comes up. Some weird slide will come up. Then I had the slide came up again for food. And I had to go get something to eat, but I was hungry. I said, I just ate an hour ago. Why do I want to go eat again? I didn't fall asleep at all. I was awake. And I went to the same place. This time it felt more real. This felt more solid, like I was there. I could smell the food when I was in the restaurant. It just felt different to me. Everything felt different to me. And I hate my friend. Every event felt the same way the second time around. It was almost like I've been there before. I could taste the food, the French fry on the way home this time. And it filled me up. The events were almost exactly the same. It felt exactly the same events that happened. This time, I could interact with it a little bit more and feel being there rather than just an artificial feeling the first time. And this is happening to me on an ongoing basis. I can feel these events happening, but they don't feel exactly right. You don't feel solid in the picture when you're doing it. Only thing I can figure out through these events that are happening is that I'm going into the future an hour, sometimes 2 hours ahead of time. I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know if I'm logging things down. This has been going on for quite some time, over a period of almost 8-9 months. It just gets worse. Sometimes when I'm relaxed, I can feel the encoding coming in. The brain decodes what's going on. But sometimes there's no harm done to my body at all. I don't feel like I'm being invaded. I don't feel sick or nothing. I don't get nauseous. There's no pain. It's just weird mind games that I'm being messed with. It's just very, very weird, insecure feeling to be able to go. And these events can be like 10 minutes. I'll go to brush my teeth sometimes, and it just feels almost like it's not happening, but it is. I don't think anything of it, and then I'll go back and say, I got to go brush my teeth again. I said, I just did it an hour ago or whatever, and I go back and do it, and this time I can taste the toothpaste. Things are not solid in the events. I don't know how to describe this at all. This is just getting more and more worse as it goes on. So,
anybody in there? Anybody home?
How are you?
You got to get something going.
Go ahead and run if you want.
I'm going to sign and everything, but this is the only thing I have going at the moment, and this has just got to end eventually. I got to put a stop to it. I can't live with not living with having these things happen on them. It gets more and more bizarre sometimes, these events, and they get sometimes I'm worried they won't stop, or else I can't get out of the first event. I don't even know if the first event that I'm happening is really real, or if it's going to go on through the day. One time I had one event last almost the whole fucking day, where I could react with people. It didn't feel real, and it wouldn't stop. I was trying to feel solid in the picture. I couldn't feel solid in real life.
6 years. Yeah, a long time.
I've had some weird things happen to me. I'm just sharing these events. If someone else has ever had this happen to them, please share it with me and let me know. Because what I'm going through right now, sometimes for this amount of time, has been very, 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 very either scary, very, very nerve-wracking feeling. I can't describe this feeling, folks. It's just a form of the telepathic pictures and slides I get are unreal, and they get worse and worse. I'm going to sign. I just want to share some of these events that are happening to me, and I want anybody else in the world is happening to them like they're happening to me. Please give me a shout back on the messages or something if this happens, because it's very frustrating. I can't explain it. I'm going to sign out. Bill out. Peace, love, and happiness. I just need to share some of this telepathic things that are happening to me telepathically, and they're just weird. They got to stop eventually. Peace, love, out. Go back to my smoke.